The air was electric, thick with anticipation and the roar of the crowd. You could feel the energy pulsating through the stadium, a tangible force that vibrated in your chest. It was more than just excitement. It was a collective belief, a shared dream hanging in the balance. At Alex Box Stadium, a cathedral of college baseball, the stadium stood as a beacon, promising glory or heartbreak. This was the Baton Rouge Regional Final, the culmination of weeks of intense competition and unwavering dedication. Every game, every practice, every sacrifice had led to this single moment. Everything was on the line. Careers, legacies, and the chance to keep the season alive hung precariously in the balance. The pressure was immense, a weight that settled heavily on the shoulders of every player. Only one team could advance, moving one step closer to the ultimate goal of a national championship. And the stakes were sky high. The roar of the crowd was deafening, a constant reminder of the hopes and dreams riding on every pitch. Fans packed every seat, creating a sea of purple and gold that stretched as far as the eye could see. Their cheers echoing in purple and gold, a symphony of support that reverberated through the stadium. They were the 12th man, a force that could lift the team to victory. LSU's storied baseball history, a tapestry woven with legendary players and unforgettable moments, set the stage for high expectations. The weight of tradition rested on their shoulders, a constant reminder of the standard they were expected to uphold. The Tigers felt the pressure, the weight of a fan base hungry for another championship, but thrived on it. They embraced the challenge, knowing that pressure creates diamonds. This was their moment to shine, to etch their names into the annals of LSU baseball history. The winner would move on to the Super Regionals, a chance to continue their journey towards Omaha. The loser's season would end, dreams shattered and hopes dashed. For these young players, many of whom had dreamed of this moment since they were children, it was do or die. A defining moment that would shape their careers and their lives. But LSU is built for these moments, forged in the fires of intense competition and unwavering belief. They live for high-stakes games, where the pressure is at its peak and the lights shine the brightest. The crowd's energy fueled the team, a surge of adrenaline that coursed through their veins. Every pitch, meticulously planned and executed with precision, every play mattered, each one carrying the weight of the season's hopes. The Tigers were ready to give their all, to leave nothing on the table in their pursuit of victory. They came prepared to leave everything on the field, knowing that only their best would be good enough. The tension was palpable, a thick blanket of anxiety that hung over the stadium. But so was the excitement, the electric anticipation of a moment that could change everything. LSU's legacy demanded greatness, a constant reminder of the program's rich history and unwavering pursuit of excellence. The players wanted to deliver for their fans, to reward their unwavering support with a victory they would never forget. This was more than a game. It was a battle for pride, for legacy, and for the chance to keep dreaming. It was a test of heart, a crucible where champions are forged and legends are born. The stage was set for an unforgettable battle, a clash of titans that would be etched in the memories of all who witnessed it. The Little Rock Trojans came out swinging with an undeniable energy. They weren't just participating, they were asserting their presence from the very first pitch. Their bats cracked with authority, sending a clear message that they were here to compete. They weren't intimidated by LSU's reputation, the storied history, or the deafening roar of the home crowd. The Trojans stepped onto the field with a quiet confidence, a belief in their abilities that transcended the external pressures. Determined and focused, each player locked in on their individual role, understanding that collective effort was the key to overcoming the odds. Their eyes reflected a steely resolve, a refusal to be overwhelmed by the magnitude of the moment. They executed their game plan with precision and discipline. Every bunt, steal, and hit and run was a testament to their preparation and unwavering commitment to the strategy laid out by their coaches. Little Rock scored early, a pivotal moment that shifted the atmosphere and injected a surge of belief into the underdog team, putting immediate pressure on LSU, forcing them to confront the reality of a potential upset right from the start. The early runs were a statement, a declaration that Little Rock was not just a participant but a contender. Their hitters attacked, swinging with purpose and intent, refusing to be passive or intimidated by the opposing pitcher, finding gaps in the defense with timely hits that kept the pressure on and the scoreboard ticking in their favor. They were exploiting every weakness, capitalizing on every opportunity. The LSU crowd grew quiet, the initial excitement replaced by a palpable sense of unease as they witnessed their team struggling against an unexpected foe. As the Trojans took the lead, silencing the once raucous stadium and sending a shockwave through the college baseball world, tensions spread through the stands, a visible wave of anxiety washing over the LSU faithful. This wasn't the start fans expected, a jarring deviation from the script they had envisioned for their championship-caliber team. The Tigers found themselves in an early hole, a precarious position that demanded an immediate and decisive response. Little Rock had all the momentum, riding a wave of confidence and executing flawlessly in all facets of the game. LSU's championship hopes were suddenly at risk, the weight of expectation bearing down on them as the possibility of an early exit loomed large. The home team needed to respond fast, to find a way to stem the tide and regain control of the game before it slipped completely out of their grasp. Could they dig deep and find a spark, a moment of brilliance that could ignite a comeback and restore their championship aspirations? The pressure mounted with every out, each swing of the bat carrying the weight of their season. This was a true test of LSU's character, a crucible that would reveal their resilience, their determination, and their ability to overcome adversity. The Trojans believed in the upset, fueled by their early success and unwavering confidence in their ability to compete with the best. The Tigers had to regroup and fight back, to rediscover their composure and execute with the precision and intensity that defined their championship pedigree. The game's intensity was rising, the atmosphere thick with anticipation as the drama unfolded. Every pitch now carried extra weight, each at bat a potential turning point in this high-stakes contest. LSU's response would define their season, determining whether they would rise to the occasion or succumb to the pressure of the moment. The LSU Tigers refused to fold. Despite facing a significant deficit, the team's spirit remained unbroken. They huddled in the dugout, a visible display of unity and determination etched on their faces. The message was clear. This game was far from over. Resilience has defined them all season. From nail-biting victories to overcoming unexpected setbacks, this team has consistently shown the ability to bounce back. They've learned to thrive under pressure, turning adversity into an opportunity to showcase their unwavering resolve. Coach Johnson's belief in his team was unwavering. He paced the dugout, his eyes filled with confidence. He knew the talent and heart that resided within each player. His instructions were clear, concise, and delivered with the conviction that victory was still within reach. LSU knew the game was far from over. The scoreboard told one story, but the players knew they had the ability to write a different ending. They focused on the task at hand, blocking out the noise and external pressures. They started chipping away at the deficit. One base hit at a time, they began to claw their way back into contention. Each successful swing of the bat fueled their determination and ignited a spark of hope. Hitters grew patient, finding their rhythm. They stopped chasing pitches and started waiting for their opportunities, demonstrating discipline and a keen understanding of the game. Singles and doubles brought runners on base. The momentum began to shift as runners advanced, putting pressure on the opposing defense. The stadium's energy shifted as the Tigers woke up. The dugout erupted with cheers and high fives, a tangible sign that the team was finding its stride. Every hit reignited the crowd. The comeback was brewing. Fans could feel it. A palpable sense of anticipation filled the air as the crowd sensed the tide turning in LSU's favor. LSU's fighting spirit was on full display. They scored crucial runs, closing the gap. The scoreboard began to reflect their efforts, inching closer and closer to a tie. Little Rock began to feel the pressure. The Tigers played with relentless determination. The home crowd roared with every play. LSU's bats came alive at the perfect time. The momentum had swung. The Tigers were back in the game. Their comeback was officially underway. The atmosphere was electric, charged with the energy of a team refusing to surrender. The battle was far from finished. The final innings promised a tense and exciting showdown, with both teams vying for victory. Ethan Frey became the hero LSU needed. He stepped up in a critical moment, with runners on base and the game on the line. The tension was at its peak. Frey blocked out the noise, locked in on the pitcher. Then he delivered. Frey smashed a game-changing hit, sending the ball deep into the outfield. The crowd erupted as LSU surged ahead. His clutch performance brought in vital runs. Teammates celebrated wildly. Frey was the man of the moment. That hit changed everything. LSU seized the lead and the momentum. Frey's heroics will be remembered for years. He delivered when it mattered most. The Tigers fed off his energy. It was a signature moment of the regional. Frey's impact was undeniable. LSU's path to victory was now clear. Pitching can make or break a game. Casan Evans embraced the pressure for LSU. He took the mound with confidence and composure. The game was tight. Evans had to deliver. He threw strikes with precision, keeping Little Rock's hitters off balance. His pitches had movement and speed. Evans shut down the Trojans' offense. Each out boosted the team's confidence. He was a rock for the Tigers. His strong performance kept LSU in control. The offense knew Evans had their back. He put up zeros on the scoreboard. Evans's effort was crucial to the victory. He showed poise under pressure. The Tigers rallied behind his dominance. Evans's pitching was a turning point. LSU's path to victory was secured. The mound belonged to Evans. This win was a true team effort. Every LSU player contributed to the victory. Luis Hernandez made key plays in the field and at the plate. His energy lifted the team. Jared Jones delivered important hits and ran the bases aggressively. Both players sparked the Tigers at crucial moments. The entire roster stepped up, starters and bench alike. Team chemistry was on full display. LSU picked each other up when needed. Their unity powered them through adversity. Everyone played for the same goal. The Tigers' teamwork made the difference. Every player's effort mattered. This was a true championship performance. LSU's depth and talent shone through. The win was earned by all. The Tigers proved they're more than just stars. Teamwork was their secret weapon. This victory belonged to everyone. LSU's dream stayed alive. Coach Jay Johnson was beaming with pride. He watched his team fight back from adversity. Their resilience and heart defined the win. Johnson celebrated with his players, sharing the joy. He praised their never-quit attitude. The Tigers battled every inning, never backing down. Johnson highlighted their mental toughness. He credited the team's unity and grit. Little Rock pushed them, but LSU found a way. The victory was a testament to their hard work. Johnson's belief in his team never wavered. He knows they can achieve even more. The journey isn't over. Bigger challenges await. Johnson's leadership inspires confidence. The players respond to his guidance. LSU's success starts at the top. The coach and team are ready for what's next. Pride and excitement fill the clubhouse. LSU are Baton Rouge Regional champions. The celebration erupted on the field. Players dogpiled, fans roared. This win was pure joy and validation. The Tigers achieved their first big goal. The championship trophy was theirs. This victory keeps their title hopes alive. It's a reward for months of hard work. The journey continues. LSU gets to keep playing. More big games await, and the dream lives on. The Tigers are still dancing in the tournament. The university and state are buzzing with pride. This team brings joy to their fans. They represent LSU with honor. The win will be remembered for years. The celebration will last long after the final out. LSU's quest for a national title continues. The Tigers have more to prove. Go Tigers, go. Now, LSU looks ahead to the Super Regionals. The next round brings even tougher competition. Every game matters more than ever. LSU will face West Virginia, a formidable opponent. Preparation is key. The Tigers will study their rivals closely. The team will practice hard all week. Only one team can advance to Omaha. The College World Series is within reach. LSU is just 2 wins away from their dream. The stakes couldn't be higher. The Tigers are focused and determined. Fans are ready for another thrilling matchup. The journey to a national title continues. LSU will give it everything they have. The whole state is behind them. The dream is alive in Baton Rouge. The Tigers are ready for the challenge. Good luck, LSU.